Hey guys, Dr. Wh0oves here, and this is my 100 subscriber special. So, I've never made a video like this before, so I'm kinda nervous, and I haven't scripted any of it, so please forgive me for being a bit shaky at times. I have a piece of paper here just outlining some things that you asked to see in the comments on my video that was talking about me making this video when I reached 100 subscribers. So I'll just run through this and basically answer what you asked. So tell us who you are and talk a little bit about why you do this at all. How you became a brony. Well, I'm not really sure why I started doing these videos, my fanfic readings. One day I was kind of just going through fanfictions on the internet and I saw A Summer Twilight and I read that and it really got to me. It was really sad. A tear ran down my cheek. I can't say that I didn't shed a tear. And at the time I had been watching, well, not watching, there was a guy on YouTube called Equestria Uploads who had been uploading the new MLP episodes. So I was watching his stuff and I was subscribed to him because of it. But then he read a fanfiction on his channel and I quite enjoyed listening to it. So after I read A Summer Twilight, I thought, well, maybe I should try it myself. Because I really enjoyed listening to someone else reading a fanfiction to me. So maybe I should give more content to people who also want that kind of video, that kind of thing to listen to. So I just thought that that would be a really good I thought that that was a really good fanfiction to read out. So that's basically it. I never thought about it any more than that. It was just a spur of the moment thing. I literally decided I would do that video, recorded it, edited it, and uploaded it, made my YouTube channel, all in one night. Oh, and by the way, I'm recording this at 5:40 AM, because I'm basically nocturnal. I much prefer nighttime than the day, because I'm an introvert, and that means, like, just I need time by myself, pretty much, to recharge. Some people aren't like that, but I am. I'm not sure what most bronies are. I don't know. Extrovert, introvert. I don't know. But I'm an introvert, so I like being by myself quite a lot of the time. And being awake at night allows me to do that. So, yeah, I really like it. It's the most peaceful time of the day. Well, most peaceful time of the night is... the most peaceful time to be awake is at night. So yeah, that's why I first made that video, and then people liked it. They said that I did a pretty good job doing it, and it felt pretty good having people telling me that the thing I made was good. And I kind of just thought, oh well, maybe I should just do some more of them. But then I was at university at the time. This was in first semester of my first year at university. I just made this video randomly. But then because I was at university, I didn't really have a lot of time. So it took me a long time to get to the next video. And then that's kind of like a thing that happens to me. In between videos I take a big gap because I'm busy with something else, or I'm just distracted, or I don't find a fanfiction that I like enough to read. Because that's an important part of my channel. I will only read out fanfictions that I really, really like, because I want to make all the fanfictions on it, like, as good as possible, basically. Because, I don't know, it's just like, it's my seal of quality, basically. So, yeah, if you don't like one of the fanfictions that I read out, sorry, but I really enjoyed it, and I would have thought that a lot of other people would have I would have thought a lot of other people would have enjoyed it as well, but oh well. What was I gonna say? Oh right. I'm at university. I live in New Zealand, and I go to the University of Auckland, and I'm studying engineering. And I just finished my first year of engineering last year, and I just started, literally this week, I just started my second year of engineering, and I decided to specialize in mechanical. So, because I've always had an interest in the physical world and like just physics, and I used to be a lot more interested in math, but recently it's not that I hate math, it's just recently become a lot harder, so it's a bit of a pain now. But I still really like physics. Physics is fun. So that's why, basically from when I was a young kid, I've always liked having how things work books and stuff like that. And I used to watch that Discovery Channel documentary series called How Things Work. I used to really like that. And I really like documentaries about space and science, and yeah, I just really like documentaries in general. But yeah, I kind of decided that I would do engineering from a really young age, and it's just kind of always been there in my head that that's what I would do. Yeah, and I quite enjoy it so far, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, and next on my list here, how you became a brony. So, actually, the first time I heard about My Little Pony was from a Filipino friend of mine, and he said, "Have you heard about My Little Pony, like Friendship is Magic, and how good it is?" And I was like, no, I don't think I have. I might have, I can't remember. I told him that. But he said it was really good, so that basically got my curiosity up. And I think I watched the first 2 episodes, or maybe the first 3 episodes in the net. Well, actually, it took me a long time after he first told me about it to watch any, but he mentioned it a couple times over a couple weeks, and I eventually... He wasn't a pain about it or anything, because that's what people say about bronies a lot. They say that they're, like, really pushy about it, but he wasn't pushy about it at all. It just came up in conversation. But yeah, so I watched it. I watched the first 3 episodes. And I thought it was pretty fun. I really liked the end of the second episode, though. That was really fun when they, like, discover that they're the elements of harmony. That was fantastic. And then the 3rd episode, I thought it was pretty fun. It was pretty nice. And then I kind of stopped watching. And then I discovered the Phoenix Wright MLP crossover thing, Turnabout Storm. I think that's what it's called anyway. And I watched that. At the time, they only had the first 2 parts. Yeah, they only had the first 2 parts uploaded, I think. Because maybe the 3rd one was out. I can't remember. But I watched that like a year and a half ago, maybe. A year and a quarter ago? Not sure. But I really liked that. That was really good. So good. And then that is what made me get more interested in actually watching the show again. And like really got me like thinking that the fandom, that the community behind the show is like a really great group of people, and they are really creative and do all this fantastic stuff. So that's basically what motivated me to give the show another chance, to watch more of it. And so I watched it, and I just gradually liked it more and more, and I really liked the Cutie Mark Crusaders. They're awesome. Especially their rock song. I thought that was fantastic. And Fluttershy used to be my favorite. She still is kinda. No, she's in my top, but Twilight is now my favorite. 'Cause she's like kind of an introverty person, she just suits me. She's like me, who I can relate to. That's basically what everyone says about who their favorite main six is. They're a person. They're like them, basically. And I'm like the kind of study, nerdy guy. So yeah, I like Twilight. Twilight's my favorite. And then Trixie. Trixie is awesome too. Trixie's good. I like her. So how I became a brony, I think that's answered. I think I answered that fully. Okay, so I'll just move on. Thoughts of the series up to date from its beginning to now. Thoughts about MLP in general. So, as I said, I took a couple episodes to get into it. I took a gap. I took a break after watching the first 3 episodes. Saw the MLP Phoenix Wright crossover thing. Came back to it. Basically went through the next, because season 2 had just finished when I started watching it. Sorry, excuse me. Season 2 had just finished when I started watching it properly, and it took me about a month or so to actually get through all of season 1 and 2, and I don't know, I just really enjoyed it throughout the entire thing. Like, one of my favorite episodes was the episode that Pinkie Pie goes crazy in. I think most people really like that episode. I thought that was fantastic. I'm kind of surprised that they had that, considering the show is meant for little girls. I'm really surprised they had an episode like that. It was quite surprising. She goes crazy. Oh my. And gradually I just began to know the characters, like the characters more and more as I watched more of it, and then I started enjoying it more and more as well. Yeah, I just enjoyed it more and more as I carried on watching it. And so then season 2 was over when I caught up. So then I just started going on Equestria Daily, Equestria Daily mostly. That's like the only place I look up news about MLP. And then from Equestria Daily, I found a website called Derpy Buru, and I go on there every day and I just like upvote good art on there. But that's basically all I do in the MLP community. I kind of wish I did a bit more, but I don't really participate with the community that much apart from making these videos. I don't really comment on anything on Equestria Daily or other things like that. So basically these videos are also like a contribution that I make towards the community, kinda like that. Oh gosh, I forgot what I was saying. Right, yeah, just about Equestria Daily and Topiburu. Yeah, those are like the only 2 websites I use for my pony needs, as people call them. And let's see, what else? Thoughts of the series up to date from... Oh, right. So that's how I passed the time from season 2 to season 3. I just went on Equestria Daily, kept up with the comics, read some of the fanfics, Derpy Bro, and then just waited until season 3 came out. And then since season 3 was the first time that I had been watching the show as it aired, I stayed up every night to watch the episodes being live streamed. So that was really awesome. That's like the first time I've done that. And because it was holidays, it worked out really well for me, because in the holidays I have nothing to do. So I could just stay up really late and just watch them without any problems. So in New Zealand, the episodes start at 4:30 AM. So yeah, but as I said, right now it's 5:53 a.m. So, and I have school tomorrow. I have university tomorrow. But my first lecture is only at 2 p.m. So I'm fine. I can sleep until 12. It's fantastic. But anyway, Season 3 was really good, I thought. I thought compared to Season 2, and Season 1 of course, but there was a lot more... I don't know to call it catering, but there was just small shout-outs to the Bronies, I thought, a lot more than there were in any of the other seasons. Of course not Season 1, as I mentioned earlier, because they didn't know that it was going to get this huge following. But Season 2, I thought that they didn't do anything clearly, apart from the Derpy thing. Apart from Derpy talking in that one episode, which then backfired. But yeah, I really like Season 3. Especially Trixie's episode. That was an awesome episode. Oh, and then Sleepless in Ponyville. That is a fantastic episode. I really like the Rainbow Dash and Scootaloo, like, relationship. I just really like it. I hope that they go more on that in Season 4. That would be really fun. That would be really fun. Okay, so that's basically my thoughts of the series, like, as it's progressed. Okay. Okay, so no one really asked about this specifically, but I mentioned that I might want to do some video game stuff. But so at least in this video, I'm going to talk a bit about my favorite video games. Well, actually, I'm just going to check if this thing is recording. I'm recording on my phone. Yes, it is recording. Fantastic. So basically, I started gaming from a really young age. Sorry. So basically, I started gaming from a really young age. My dad bought me a Nintendo 64 when I was 4 years old or something, and Super Mario 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Lilac Wars, which is what Star Fox 64 is called in European territories, because there was some copyright thing, so they had to rename Star Fox 64 into Lilac Wars, but it's the same game. So yeah, I played them, they were awesome. And then as years went on, I got a PS1, and I played Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9. Those games, oh my, I'm like such a big Final Fantasy fan because of those games. But no, not Final Fantasy 13. Nuh-uh. No. They kind of just, they've gone away from what the game was all about. It's like, I don't want to go on a rant about that. But yeah, so I played Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, loved them. Played the Crash Bandicoots, played the Spyros, of course. Front Mission 3, that was another Squaresoft game. That was awesome. I recommend that one. And then eventually got a PS2 for my 10th birthday. That was great. And yeah, and then the day after I got the PS2, me and my older brother, who's just a few years older than me, we went to Electronics Boutique, which is a video game store, and we bought SSX Tricky and Grand Theft Auto 3. Yeah, I played that when I was 10 years old. So for all those people, I don't know, there's kind of a thing that was on like video game news websites recently about the whole video game violence with kids thing. I'm an example of how that doesn't bugger people up, I guess. Because I've been playing games like that and stuff for years, and I'm fine. But yeah, then I also had Final Fantasy X on the PS2. That was a good game as well. Need for Speed games, Kingdom Hearts, God of War. That was a really good console, PS2. And then the next generation came along, and I'm a pretty big gamer, and the Wii actually seemed the best to me. Like, well, not the best, it just was the one that jumped out at me the most. The motion gaming, like, the trailer for Red Steel actually was the trailer that really convinced me that I would get a Wii. And then guess what game I never bought? And then guess what game I never bought for my Wii? Red Steel. Because it's apparently really bad. But getting a Wii has actually made me a Nintendo fanboy. I'm just gonna say it, Nintendo fanboy. I love Zelda games, love Mario games. That's all I can say, really. That's all you need to be a Nintendo fan. So, oh, also on my Nintendo 64 I had Ocarina of Time, of course. Ocarina of Time, definitely. Played that when I was really young, but I was like too young to actually beat it, of course. I couldn't like even get past Deku Tree. Because I was too scared of Goma. I think I figured out the puzzles, but I was too afraid of Goma. Big spider thing up on the roof that laid little egg things that hatched mini spiders, and I'm like 5 or 6. It was ridiculous. I was way too scared. But anyway, on my Wii, I got Twilight Princess launch game. Oh, right. I got the Wii for a Christmas present. The year that it came out. So launch title Twilight Princess. I got that. And then over the years, I just got like the really awesome games that came out on it. So I got Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition, because I'd never played Resident Evil 4 before. That was awesome. Yeah, just had a really fun time with that. Got Skyward Sword, like, what was it, a year or 2 ago. That's an awesome game. And then I've also been buying GameCube games, like, because it's backwards compatible. So it's like, even though I missed the GameCube, it's fantastic having my Wii. So I've been playing, I bought Wind Waker, and I bought F-Zero GX, which is crazy hard. That game is insane. And I also bought Bloody Roar Primal Fury. That game is awesome. That is a fantastic arcade fighter game. Yeah, so that's... I have a bunch of games on my Wii. It's actually my favorite console of this generation. And I actually have a 360 and a PS3, so it's not like I haven't played them before. It's just I really like those Nintendo games. Just really light-hearted, fun things. I'm not really that into FPS games, so basically Xbox 360 doesn't mean that much to me. Yeah, I don't know. It's good, but it's not great. PS3 is better than 360, in my opinion at least. Because I'm way more of an RPG fan than anything, and PS3 has all the RPGs on it. So, well, it has most of them on it. All the exclusives, at least, that I can think of. Sorry. And then, yeah, that's... And then, of course, I'm a huge Pokemon fan as well. Game Boy Color. Had Pokemon Gold on that. Had a DS as well. Pokemon Diamond, Soul Silver. Sorry. I just really like Nintendo stuff. And then, StarCraft 2. I am a huge StarCraft 2 fan. My brother and cousin used to play StarCraft 1 when I was a kid, but I was like way too young and like couldn't play it properly, so I just used to go through the campaign using There Is No Cow level to skip through the levels, and I would go into all AI, like versus all AI games, and just set whatever, and I just used Power Overwhelming, The Gathering, Show Me the Money. Yeah, just be invincible and just make armies of 200 food carriers and lurkers and hydralisks. Just went through all the units basically, just going 200 armies, and just using any unit in the game to kill all the other AIs in it. That was really fun. But I was really bad, so I didn't actually get onto the competitive side of it. Like, I never played online or anything. But then StarCraft 2 came out when I was, 17 or 18. I think I was 17. I'm 19 now, turning 20 this year, and I've been playing it ever since then. Since it came out on July 27, 2010, I've been playing it. I missed school the next day. With a friend, I stayed up and went to a midnight launch of StarCraft 2. We stayed up the entire night, missed school the next day, just playing it. We were so bad back then, but it was so much fun. And then the next day at school, my English teacher asked me, "I heard that you missed school to stay home and play a video game." And I was like, "Yes." And she was like, But she couldn't do anything really, because, I don't know, she just couldn't. So that was really awesome. Basically everyone in my high school knew me as being a nerd. I'm also really into anime and stuff. But yeah, that's basically all my video game stuff that I'd want to... That's basically my journey through video gaming. What are the other games I played? Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. Fantastic series. Crappy ending. Oh my, I can't forgive them for the ending. It's like... How? The series has lasted for 3 games, and then you end it so weakly. Why didn't they dedicate more time and effort throughout the entire series creation to get an awesome ending that would satisfy people? I don't know, but I really like the games. Mass Effect 3, I loved it all the way up until the final 15 minutes. Just until the final part of that game. I loved it. It was such a good game. Until the end. But yeah, I'm really a big RPG fan, basically. Except there hasn't been any new RPG games that I've really played. I really want to buy Ni no Kuni though. That seems really good, and that's PS3 exclusive, so that's all good. The one thing I want to say is, recently I played 999 on my DS. That is 999, 9 people, 9 doors, 9 hours, or some different order of that. It's one of the best games I've ever played. It is so fantastic. I love it. It's just one of the best games ever. It might not be the right game for some people. It's basically a visual novel. It's you just read through the story and you just see the characters up on the screen, and they have a few different poses that get shown when they have different emotions. But it is such a good story. Oh my gosh. If you you can emulate it if you want to, just play 999. It is a fantastic game. One of my favorite games of all time. Seriously. Love it. Yeah, so that's basically my journey through video gaming. Yeah. So let's back to the list. Tour of living establishment. Show us your room. Okay, so I can do that. I actually have this lamp set up on the top of my computer screen, which is what I'm using to light myself, because it's so early in the morning. There's no light from outside, and just the light from the ceiling is a bit dark, so I had to put this lamp up, but it's quite a bright light. So I think I'll turn that off while I take the camera around my room, because then the lamp is right there. So if I'm standing up, the shadow that my body will cast will be disruptive, I think. So I'll just turn that off, and then the light from the ceiling the light from the light should be good enough just to show you around my room. Okay. So I'll do that. Okay, so this is that lamp I was talking about on top of my computer. This is my computer here. I love it. It's awesome. This is my really cool chrysalis background. I think it's awesome. Really like it. Over here on the right, I have... I bought... What is it? What was it? 5 shirts from Wh0oves to get this derpy keychain thing. Totally worth it. Oh, well. I was going to buy the shirts anyway, so this is just a really cool bonus. And I have the shiny Twilight... Well, I don't even know what they're called, just a little thing. And Fluttershy, and I have an L bobblehead, which, I don't know. I'm not sure if you could see that, but whatever. And I can't remember his name, but the bear from One Piece. And my friend got me this thing for a birthday once, Saiyaman and Soga King from One Piece, and Rem from Death Note. That's awesome. That was a birthday present as well. And this little Vaporeon thing, I'm not sure if that's in focus or not, but whatever. I got that from a really good friend of mine when she came back from Japan. She got that for me. That was awesome. And the Kion from Haruhi Suzumiya thing, wearing a little Santa hat. That's nice. And Groudon, a friend just randomly gave me it for some reason. Just one day at school, he had it in his bag, just gave it to me. That was awesome. And here above my computer I have a Legend of Korra poster. I haven't actually watched it yet, but I will. I really liked Avatar Last Airbender, so I'll watch that eventually. And here's my giant StarCraft 2 poster, which the same friend that I stayed up to go to the midnight launch with, he got this somewhere, and then he just asked our group of friends who wants this poster. And I was like, yes, please. So he gave it to me. That was pretty awesome. And here I have a Legend of Zelda poster. This is, when you buy stuff from Nintendo, their stuff come with little keys, little codes that you can put onto their website, which give you points. And I got enough that I could buy the 3 poster set of Zelda, which is really cool. I have the other ones over here. Skyward Sword, Fi, and Girahim. That's awesome. And another Skyward Sword one up there. That's great. But yeah, this is a really cool poster. I like this one a lot. And over here I have a keyboard, which I actually learnt from watching a YouTube... There's a guy on YouTube called Dr. Centennial, and he makes My Little Pony keyboard, piano tutorial things. So I watched his... I've learnt how to play the MLP theme song, and I've learnt, I think, half of the Giggle at the Ghosties song. I wouldn't mind... I would play it for you, but I'm holding this with my hand and... whatever, it's kind of a pain. I don't have anything to hold this camera up onto the computer if I were to play anything. Yeah. And I just have a Itachi, Kakashi, and I think he's called Mikiru from Katekyo Man Reborn. But yeah, Naruto, yeah. I haven't really watched Naruto or read it in years, but I really like it. I will catch up. And One Piece wall scroll. It's kind of old and kind of broken and decolored, but oh well, I really like One Piece. It's like one of my favorite animes. So, whatever, I like it. Just next, my bed right here. Kind of cool, like floral print duvet, I don't know. I really like it. If you knew me in real life, you'd know that I never go anywhere without my duvet. Like, if I'm staying the night at someone's house, I'll bring my duvet with me, and I just basically wear it on me all the time at home. If it's too cold, I just grab my duvet. And then on my bed here, I have a bear hat beanie thing. It's quite nice. It's really cool. I like it. I bought it at a lantern festival we had in Auckland last year, I think. Yeah, just they have an annual lantern festival. And over here on my bed, pair of pink fluffy handcuffs. Just plastic ones, of course, but need your pink fluffy handcuffs, don't you? So yeah, just a bunch of random books next to my bed I haven't read in ages. I have Death Note cosplay thing. Death Note replica. Not sure if that's the correct word for what it is, but whatever. And in here, I just kept, like, I've opened the box before, but I just keep it in there anyway. I have... Oh no. Oopsie. Bittersweet Candy Ball Volume 1. Oh, wait. This box is annoying. Bittersweet Candy Ball Volume 1. It's a pretty beast book. It's like... It's that thick. I'm not going to get it out of the box right now because I'm holding this camera with my phone with my two hands. But it's a beast book and it's really good. Like, it's just really good. I'd recommend reading that series if you have the time. And this, oh my. I got it as a birthday present a couple years ago, and I was wondering what this big wrapped up thing was, and I opened it, and came across this. The entire bucket. The entire bucket was full of Maltesers. It was amazing. And here's just some random games and books of things. Nothing that important. Giant calculator. And these are the glasses that you use when watching 3D movies here in New Zealand. I'm not sure how you do it in America or wherever you live. But the majority of my viewers are from America because I see it from the YouTube analytics thing. Which I really like, by the way. I love statistics. Or at least looking at them. Up here is just... move that out of the way. I used to do a lot of drawing, and this was... This was a comic I drew, like, ages ago about if Deidara were to ever see a nuke, how would he react? And Hinata... Because I'm a huge Naruhina fan. Naruhina. Yeah. So cute. And then this is just Sasori with a bunch of puppets. Oh. Yeah, Naruhina. I'm okay at drawing without references to anything. It's like, it depends. But I'm really good at copying things. Where is it? Okay. This is something that I did. It takes me a couple hours, though, to copy something, but once I actually get it done, it normally ends out really well. But yeah, so I'm alright at art, I guess. Sometimes. And then here I have volumes 1 to 27 of Naruto, the entire pre-time skip section. This is on, like, Trade Me, which is basically New Zealand's eBay, and I just bought it. I read it all in, like, a couple of days. It was awesome. And the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy collector's set. has the first 5, and then this book over here. Not sure if you can read it, but that's the 6th one. I haven't read all of them yet, but I love that series. It's really good. And this is a Daedara plushie that my friend bought me, and I had it for a couple of years, but then one day I left it on the ground and I fell asleep, and my dog got it. So that's really unfortunate. So it's like really torn up and things, but oh well. And this was a 3D puzzle that a friend got me when he came back from Korea. It's really awesome. So it's a jigsaw puzzle, but when you put it all together it forms a 3D egg. It's really cool. And there's just my DS, and the guy who gave me the Groudon toy thing also gave me the Skeptile. So that's really cool. People just give me things. Random nerd things sometimes. And this, Hyrule Historia Zelda fanbook. Yes, I bought this, totally worth it. I'm a huge Zelda fan, as you can probably tell, because I have 3 huge posters of it up in my room. But yeah, really happy about this. Yeah, that's great. And then just a printer. Oh. This thing was a thing I bought from a roadside market in South Africa. Because I come from South Africa, and I was there on a visit to some of my family. And this was just there, and I thought it looked really cool, so I bought it there. Well, of course I didn't buy it, I was like 12 or something back then, but yeah, I got it. I think it's really cool. Some guy just carved it out of some wood. That's really cool. And then I have this giant book cupboard. Well, that's what I use it for. I'm not really sure what you would call it. And it's just filled with, oh my, the cord from this lamp is in the way, so I'll take this down. Just filled with a bunch of random stuff. Oh, okay, you can't see in there at all, I think. I'll just say what's in there. I just have Death Note. I just have my manga in here, pretty much. So I have Death Note, all of Death Note 1 through 12, and I have Naruto there. That's 28 to 45. So the collection continues, but I haven't bought a new one for a long time. And I have all of Fullmetal Alchemist down there. That's 1 to 27. That's an awesome series as well. And I just have my 3DS games there. On top of that, the sequel to 999 is a 3DS game and a Vita game. And it's called Virtue's Last Reward. I think it's awesome. You guys should play these games if you can, by the way. And down there I have my Final Fantasy 8, 9, and 7 original PS1 discs. 8 and 9 are the what are they called? The original print discs, which have the disc art. But 7 is the platinum one, or whatever it's called, when it's just the grey thing with the name on it. The grey disc with the name on it. But it's really unfortunate because the Final Fantasy 8 disc 2 is broken. It like glitches out in one of the cutscenes. But yeah, we've gone full circle now. Oh, but there's my 3DS, right there, and here's just my DS game case thing. It's basically filled with Pokemon. It's just Pokemon Soul Silver, Pokemon Heart Gold, Pokemon Diamond. Oh, I'll just open it. Yeah. Heart Gold, Final Fantasy IV, Soul Silver, Leaf Green, Ruby, white, diamond. Oh, Elite Beat Agents as well. That's a really good game. And yeah, back to my... Oh, and then these statues over here. Just some One Piece ones that I bought at Armageddon, which is New Zealand's like only convention basically. They were really cheap as well. They were $15 for 3 of them. So I bought 6, and then this is one I had to buy by itself because it's like actually good quality. There's Mansop. This is really cool. This is really good. Okay then, and back to my computer with my old ass keyboard, which I've had for like 6 years, wireless mouse. Oh, my Pikachu wallet, which is really worn out, that I've had for years, literally since year 2 of school when I was 7 or 6, because they used to have like a weekly or monthly prize for students who behaved well, and you got to pick something out of a box that they had, and there was this Pikachu wallet, and I've literally used it since I got it. Yeah, that's my room. Nothing else more to say, really. Oh, just my shirt. I have 5 pony shirts, like I said. How I got my derpy keychain thing. But yeah, riveting tale, gentle cult. Cool story, bro. I like it. And I also have the steampunk Twilight one, and the Rainbow Dash one, which is just her, like, the kind of silhouette one of her, and her mane is like flowing. It's really cool. I think it's just called Flowing Rainbow shirt. Really cool. And I have the grey derpy one, which is just the cutie mark of hers on the left hand side. That's really cool. And I just have a derpy one as well, just her sitting there. But yeah, I think let me just put this down. I think that's about it. I've like shown you everything in my room. I think I've covered everything on this list. Tell us who you are and talk a little bit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've done that. Thoughts of the series up to date from its beginning to now, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I think I've done everything that people were interested in me doing in this video. So, I don't know, if you want to see anything more like this, then, or if you have any, if you want to see anything more like this kind of thing, I don't know, just leave a comment, say what you'd want. If you'd like, I don't know. I wouldn't, I don't know, just leave your thoughts, and yeah. Really, thanks a lot for the 100 subscribers. I didn't know that I was going to get there. I really had no clue. I started this on a whim, basically, and then I just kind of just made more videos for it, just casually, just in my own time, no stress. And then 100 subscribers. Thanks a lot, guys. So until next time, see yous.